man. Like if you copy and paste from whoever's training you, you're gonna become so successful. Trust me when I tell you, right? Now, look, people ask me all the time, Angel, you own the business. Why are you still out here weed whacking? Okay, let me tell you why, right? Let me tell you, let me tell you why. If you don't know how long a job should take, your crew will run over you. Even though I don't have that type of problem because here my crew is my kids and my wife, right? But I'm just giving you an example, right? Like if you don't know these things, right, you won't be able to give the correct quote to the customer because at the end of the day, you don't know what it takes and how long these jobs will take you. You understand? So one thing that I like to do is knowing how to quote. I still get out here, so when I quote a job, I know exactly what I'm quoting. That's the exact and the perfect term that I could give you because in my terms, in your terms, you might have a crew out there, right? In my terms, I have my kids and my wife, and they won't run over me. But how else would I be able to know how to quote a job if I'm not out there knowing how long would it take us to get the job done, right? So these are things that why I'm out here, and plus I enjoy doing what I do. I enjoy politicking with customers and talking to them and getting to know new people. And my wife is a chaplain now. She's a usher in church. You understand? So we like to give back to those that's in need, right? Now, make sure that when you hire somebody, right, he knows he knows enough, right? Or just if he doesn't know, make sure that when you go train them, it'll be a crazy slow day that you could be efficient and still be able to train your guy, right? Because look, when I hired my first guy, right, I had a $10,000 project, right? That it was my wife, my son Jeremiah, and I, right? And I rented a skid steer, right? And we was grading the ground out, right? And it was like about 2,500 square footage that we had to grade out, right? And it was like a big mountain, about 6 foot tall, right? And we had to grade all that mountain out, right? And this guy, he used to work for Duke Energy, right? And he used to drive supposed to be an excavator, but he has got fired. I didn't know why. I didn't ask questions, right? So he asked me for a job. So I looked at my wife and I said, well, we could use this guy to drive the skid steer while we do other things. You understand? Like the landscaping part. Let me tell you how I told them exactly how to do the job. And he told me, he promised me that he knew exactly what he was doing. And what he did was a job that I completed in 4 hours. He took the whole day and he still was asking for another 2 day of work, right? Not knowing that by that time, I was paying him $150 a day. And I told him, don't worry about it. You're always going to have work with me. You understand? Just make sure you finish this work fast and then be efficient so like that I keep giving you work. So now he thought that if he takes a longer period of time of doing that particular job, I was gonna continue giving him the same job for the next few days. And what he showed me that he was trying to be slick. So what I did told him was I paid him the $150 that day, and I told him, hey, my man, thanks for coming. You're not the correct fit for this. I told you how to do this job. I am gonna try it out tomorrow. And if I complete this, because you're telling me right now that it's not possible that you could do it, I am gonna complete this tomorrow. And I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but I have an idea that's gonna take me about 6 hours. I went the next day, I completed it in 4 hours. I sent them pictures and I told them, I'm sorry, we are not the right fit for you. He tried to ask me for jobs again, but I couldn't do it. So make sure when you train somebody, make sure he likes this type of job. That's one, and he's not trying to be slick. You understand? Because I have a family, this is a family business. I tried to hire multiple people before, and I hired somebody else that did construction work at the house here before, and I hired him because he was a good carpenter. But when it comes to lawn care and landscaping, he wasn't the right fit for it, right? So when you do hire somebody, bring them on the job, right? And go with them first. You understand? Watch how they hold the trimmer. Watch how they handle the edging, and and how carefully they are around the beds, the sprinkler heads, and this is how you know who respects the type of work you handle. You understand? And who's a correct fit for it or not, right? Now, look, let me tell you something, right? Equipment. When I first started this company, right, I went to the pawn shop and I bought me a chainsaw, right? I went to here and Facebook Market, OfferUp, and bought the cheapest equipment, had to fix it between the following month and all that. All that is cool when you're first starting. But once you start generating some income and some revenue, guys, don't be afraid to spend a little money, because you know what? It's not an expense. At the end of the day, it's an investment. These are tools that's making you profit, that's making you succeed, that's making you look better, that's making your company look more professional, right? So at the end of the day, spend that money on those tools. God bless you guys, man. Right now, I'm going to show you with the drone a little bit of the property and about the neighborhood that we try to target around. This is one of them many neighborhoods that we try to target. If you made it this far, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And I really, 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 really hope you guys really had enjoyed this video. If you did, please, man, give it a likes. God bless you, man. See you next time.